Okay, hi, this is Dan McDonald. I said no more recipes, but I lied. I'm for real now. I'm gonna make we're about to break our juice fast here, and so I'm gonna make a carrot tomato soup in order to do that, and I'll show you how to do it. And while I do, we'll just sit here and chill, old school style, because we're really laid back, even though I got a little hair in my face. Put my hair in my place, in its place. So this recipe consists of basically 2 ingredients, and then you could totally, now this is one of those things in the raw food trip where you can hook it up and you can go and you can start out with this as like a base, right? Obviously the base of this is going to be carrots and tomatoes, right? Which is, since we're just breaking a juice feast of 7 days, we're just going to keep it real simple. But what you could do though is to really branch out off of that easily in so many different ways. Now obviously you could add garlic, or you could add like hemp seeds, or you could add sea salt, or you could add onions, or anything else, you know what I mean? It's one of those things that's really cool, but I like it even just plain and simple by itself. Hell, you can even take some of these fat boys right here, purple Cherokee heirloom tomatoes, and just make a tomato soup. Cut some of those, throw those in the blender, and add anything you want to that. Those are the genius recipes in the raw food thing. Remember, the more cleansing food are the sugar fruits like grapes, lemons, watermelons. Cherries are pretty good, especially for arthritis. Carrots and tomatoes don't quite vibrate as high as the tree fruits, but they're a great way to have more savoriness. Because remember, if you're trying to heal yourself, you want as much energy vibration as you can get, and that's going to be the fruits up in the trees and the vine fruits like berries, blueberries, raspberries. Those have a super nice high-powered vibration, and they're especially beneficial for the human body. So these kind of foods are not as highly energetic, but you do need some balance in this world. What's up, baby? Coming right up. I'm making a video. I was like, whatever, let's make a cool video, because it's been too long since I had a recipe, but we just had melon juice, coconut and wheatgrass, and we had like lemon water. And that was basically it. A couple other things. We had a couple apple drinks. And then, oh, this thing. Now I got that thing stuck. I hate it when I do that, especially in the middle of a video. When the carrot is just as fat as the deal. There, see, it's got to go down in. So I better be careful on that. But these are the old school light regenerative babies. It's just cool. Sometimes I should just do this more often where I'm all into it. I think about it too much. I should just put the camera on and roll in my day-to-day life. But now that I got this thing set up over here, I'm going to leave it set up like this. The table was here. I put the table over there. You're sitting on the table. And now I got this because I had no lighting over there. It looked all weird, you know. But this is pretty cool. Like, the lighting's not the best. You really want the lighting coming this way. But since it's coming to me at the side, I can just go like this. Hi. And it works out really well. So I'm just going to roll like this and try to pop off as many videos as I can. It's pretty challenging to come up with content for people every single day. Eventually they get tired of you, you know, and they get bored of you, and then they say things that kind of hurt your feelings. But you don't have to watch every single day, you know what I'm saying, on these videos. Like I would, because what I do is when I want to get into a field of energy, of inspiration, of motivation, I watch my teacher every day. Dr. David Hawkins inspires me to continually love people and work on the path of enlightenment. Dr. Morris inspires me to stay on the high vibrational fruit, to support me in the path of enlightenment, you know. Perhaps food doesn't make any difference at all, but perhaps it does, but I need to find out. there's a lot of theories and stuff, but unless you really actually go through the process from beginning to end, how am I going to know about this raw food process if I don't go through it? Everyone will have theories. You can't live on a raw food diet for 12 years, it'll kill you. Well, I have to tell you right now that you can live on a raw food diet for 12 years with no meat and no dairy. It's a few eggs, you know, for stress factors and addiction purposes, but I just lived a week on like coconut, wheatgrass, and watermelon, and different melon juices, and lemon and honey water, and then a little bit of apple and green juices, kind of like a semi-ginger blast without the blast. You know what I mean? And just simple foods. And you know, I mean, I think I probably lost a few pounds or something, but that's not the point. The point is energy. The point is really like processing your stuff. So detoxifying your body, your heart, and your mind all at the same time. And food can really help you with that, you know, in my experience so far. So I'm just saying, for me, I gotta do it. I can't just be one of those people that says, I read in a book once that you can't live on raw foods for 12 years. Because there was this one lady that went raw for a year, and then she got really sick. Well, a year? Come on, man. And because if you eat gourmet raw food for a year and expect to get healthy, you're just tripping. You can't just go from the cooked standard American diet over to like a gourmet raw. Now it is better, don't get me wrong, maybe moralistically, energetically even, without the preservatives and the additives and all that. But the density and the ability to move lymph and regenerate tired dead cells doesn't really come from the gourmet raw with the nuts. That's just my opinion and my experience. I think you get a lot more cellular regeneration from the fruits and the green juices, and the water fasting as well. Also the rest, relaxation, the elimination of stress and toxicity in every way, shape, and form that it comes. Also inner healing of the self-acceptance, which is what I've been working on huge. I got a big bump on that today. It's like, yo, dude, you are Dan the man. God made you the way you are. You're slightly quirky, sometimes egotistical, a little bit of a smartass sometimes, but you're just you, dude, and you have a good intention, so just accept yourself and be who you are. Say what you want. My sense of humor never stops. I'm always boisterous, and I'm always, you know, willing to just say what I want to say, you know? And I'm just me, and you're just you, and if we could learn to accept that and see the perfection in ourselves and all our quirkiness, craziness, and don't let what other people think bother you. Now, I'm the master at that. Now, I haven't quite mastered it yet, but I'm the master because I've read millions of comments over the last 3 years about what people think of me for good or ill. Now, that, my friend, will drive you insane. But that's all right. That's all right. It's all good. I just got to get a little therapy and I'll be okay, right? Life Regenerator, you're so funny. You're crazy, but you make a mean carrot and tomato soup, baby. So you take your carrot, took a little while on that, huh? Thanks for your patience. That's right, baby. Now, first you take your carrot. Carrot. Don't smile at me like that. Don't you smile at me like that, baby. Okay, we got carrots. Now we're going to go with the tomatoes. I haven't quite got my system down yet of all this flow in my kitchen, so we'll have to see. I'll be here for a little while in Oakland, and I will admit my energy here is a little bit different. But I'm trying to get together a plan here of action so that I can see what I want to do with my life. I do have some cool stuff coming up where I'll be helping some people, making some videos, working with some families, so I'm very excited about that. Because I believe that for when the doctors tell you it can't be done, the Life Regenerator is going to say, hey, let's take a shot at it. You know what I mean? Let's see if we can energize it. And I say, did the doctors try the energization of the cells through the food that you eat? And now it's just a physical thing. These people, they're not, you know, Well, maybe they do have internal stuff that needs to be worked on. Everybody does, in order to really get the truest, deepest levels of healing. There's so many different levels to this that for one life regenerator to think he has all the answers to help everybody in the world is ridiculous. My intention is maybe to be able to help you right now who's watching just get a little bit inspired, or maybe say, hey, this dude's cool and he's really working on accepting himself and trying to put this good healthy food message, because you know, good healthy food, man, is pretty cool. It's been pretty cool in my life. I get goosebumps thinking about how blessed I am to have found Raw Foods 12 years ago, instantly been transformed, and never looked back since. I don't expect everyone to be 100% raw. I don't expect my partner to be 100% raw or be as crazy and psycho as me. When I break this juice fast with this right here, I'm just going to go back to mono fruit meals because I'm clean and easy as I've ever been. And I'm not afraid to get skinny. And I'm not too worried about really athleticism or muscles right now. I'm working at the levels of consciousness. I have to accept that about myself. I love the body that I've built over the years, but my guru looked at me and he said, you have to, now you're ready to rise above body consciousness. I've learned a lot about the raw foods and how the body works, but now I need to get to the next level and live up in the realms of pure consciousness. Now, I make it sound all fancy, but trust me, I'm about to be below preschool level when it comes to spirituality, but I do pound myself with spirituality every single day, so I got a good rap about it. But I've had a lot of messages from people that say, you know, Dan the Man, I dig your videos because now I'm actually on a spiritual path and I never even knew anything about spirituality before I saw your videos. So it's just those few people that I've really been able to affect that I continue to do this work for. So thanks a lot for letting me express myself, because you're very much helping me right now, and I really want to help you because there are good people in this world. I'm one of them, and they're going to be here to make these videos for you so you can have a safe place to come, so that if you're a little quirky, eccentric, and want to eat like raw living foods to energize every cell in your body and take your own life experiences to the highest that you can by really following a path. You know, people have opinions, but they never did try it. You know what I mean? Oh, running is not good for you. It's bad for your joints. Have you ever ran? Well, no, but I read it in a book once. You know what I mean? That's the kind of thing that's all over this world. Raw foods will kill you. This lady was like, you can't live without meat protein today, but yet they just cut her gallbladder out. She's got arthritis, she's overweight, and she feels like she's falling apart ever since they cut her gallbladder out. And then she's arguing with me, which I didn't really want to argue. I got humbled and just stopped the conversation. At first she wanted help, but then she wasn't willing to relinquish the fact that perhaps, you know, the meat is not as good as people think. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying it's bad, I'm just saying that meat every day, and she had adrenal weakness. So it was like, I'm perfectly healthy and you're falling apart, and you want me to kind of sort of try to agree with you on the meat thing, but yet I can't do that because you just had your gallbladder cut out, you're sick, you have arthritis, you're overweight, and you're not well. I'm not going to follow the advice. I'm not going to follow the advice how to lose weight from somebody who's 400 pounds, is what I'm trying to say. And I'm not going to really go and get some bodybuilding lessons from a dude who weighs 98 pounds either. I'm just saying, try to find somebody. I just got 12 years of experience, and I've had a lot of really improvements in all the aspects of my life with raw foods. So, recipe video, DTM, always rapping. Ready for some soup?
Yeah.
Okay, I got to go over here because I got the vitamins. Hold on. I'll go over here. Let me do my little thing. In fact, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll do this. I'll go like this. I'll keep the momentum going here. I told you I haven't got my system down yet, but I just got this new little adapter today for the 3-prong thing. See? The little gray adapter. Before I could only do the 2 prongs, which was the Breville and the Cuisinart, but this has a 3-prong and this has a 3-prong, but now I got that, so I'm in to win it. Now I just need the lid. I told you I'm getting my flow down. My flow down for the showdown of health. And I'm Quick Draw McGraw, baby. It takes a long time for me to make some soup, dude. God, shut up. I won't be silenced. I will speak my piece. Okay, are you ready for this? That's it. I mean, I could put some stuff in it, but
No,
I
I
think
mean, like, that's how long you blend it for?
it might be a little bit chunky. You want it smoother?
I don't care, I don't know.
So this is the chunky version, which really isn't that chunky, but there'll be some seeds. If I want to take the seeds out of business, cool, so it's like that. I could have even went for a minute. Now with the Vitamix, if you want to warm it up a little bit, like it's wintertime, you can actually blend it for like a minute or two. In my 12 years on Raw Foods having a Vitamix, I've never blended no food to warmth because I never really wanted it or needed it. I have had steamed vegetables in the past. In the wintertime, I might make a butternut squash soup when I'm freezing my nays off when it's 20 degrees outside. For the most part, I keep it pretty mellow, and I never did use a Vitamix to heat the food up. I don't really believe in that so much. I think that you should keep the enzymes in your food. This is an enzyme-rich food, high fiber, super nutritious, probably super good. I'm going to find out from the boss here what it's all about. Yep. Good?
Yeah.
Great way to break a water fast. Let me, not a water fast, but a juice cleanse. Let me have a little snack attack here
So
with
good.
my big old spoon. This spoon is so cool. It's like a fatty mouth. This was a great video, a lot of fun. I feel I feel free again. I've had to do a lot of work the last few days. And you guys saw a couple videos of me, just the drama generator. It's so hard. It's just so hard. But I'm cool now. I'm up to another level. Oh, that's pretty good.
I like it.
That's really good. So anyways, you can take this and put anything you want in there. Like I said, hemp seeds would make it nice and creamy. Garlic would step it up another level. Sea salt, a little bit of basil in there, or a little bit of cilantro, or half of an avocado, anything like that. Even a few soaked almonds or soaked sunflower seeds. Because soaked seeds are really good. They got nice essential fatty acids in there. Hemp, evening primrose, and borage oil are the three best sources of fat. And then coconut. You could probably even throw a coconut meat in there and I bet you it'd be good. I never did try that before. Half of a lime. Anyways, you get the picture. This is the base. And what you do is you do this, and it's hella cheap. Everyone can afford carrots. Everyone can afford a little bit of tomatoes. And this is definitely a winner right here. Very satisfying. Thank you very much, my friend, for joining me on this video. Again, I'm here to serve on many different levels. Sometimes real practical stuff, sometimes theoretical, sometimes hopefully spiritual. But anyways, just feel my heart. The heart is the heart of service here today. And I'm definitely working on humility. I know that it is not easy. It has not been easy. I have a huge ego. And I'm not battling it. I'm just really seeing it. I'm just seeing the ego and how puffed up I can get. And I'm just going to hopefully, once I see that, I'll be able to really release it. Because I really want to be humble. That's really what I'd like to feel when I'm talking to people or teaching things. I like to be confident but humble. So there's a fine line, you know what I mean? And sometimes I've had to have a lot of defense due to some of the lack of faith in myself and self-love and self-acceptance. But we're all working on that, I'm sure, unless you're perfect. And then I need you to start making YouTube videos so I can watch them. Dan the Man, the Life Regenerator. Subscribe to these videos. Sign up for the Insiders Club. We do plan on making some Insiders Club videos tonight or tomorrow with some questions and answers. So look for those. And what else is there? Oh, I like it when you give it a thumbs up. That's really cool. I love the positive comments. And I also really think if you want to share these crazy videos with this insane guy, Life Regenerator, who makes way too much sense for a weirdo like him, you should share him on your Facebook wall too. Thank you. How is that? You want some more?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you all very much. I really do appreciate this time to share with you. God bless you.